Welcome to Divine Love Tarot. I want to thank you and welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or you return viewer or subscriber. I hope that this message resonates and helps you in some way. If you find that it doesn't, just keep in mind that this is a general reading and they do not resonate for everyone. And you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, or even your Venus sign, because sometimes those are more prominent in your chart. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hey there, Leo, and welcome to your March 2019 relationship reading. I hope you guys enjoy this reading. I hope it resonates with you, and be sure that you like the channel, that you subscribe to the channel and the video. Okay, guys? This is a relationship reading. It's between you and another person. If you're not currently seeing anyone, there's no one in the picture, then go ahead and check out the singles reading. Okay, I've separated the readings in case you didn't see that last month. So there'll be a couples reading and a singles reading and then a general reading. All right, guys? So let's go ahead and get into it. The first card is going to represent the current energy of the relationship or a situation that you guys are dealing with as a couple. And it is the Tower in the reverse. The next card represents what the other person's thinking. 10 of Pentacles. Next card represents what the other person's feeling. We've got the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Next card represents what the other person is showing. Got the Hanged Man in the reverse. Next card represents what you're showing. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. What you're feeling. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. And what you're thinking is the 4 of Cups in the reverse, okay? So I'm also going to pull the clarifiers first, and then we'll have a big picture, and then at the end of the reading, I will pull a Romance Angels Oracle card for a final message, all right, guys? So let's go ahead and get into these clarifiers, okay? We've got Temperance, 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Okay, so as usual, parts of this reading may resonate for you, parts of it may not. All right, take what works for you. Don't worry about anything that doesn't relate to your situation. All right, so currently we've got the Tower in the reverse, okay? Oh, let me turn on some light here. All right, so the Tower in reverse can indicate that there is a situation that may be on the brink of some changes, okay? The brink of some sudden changes, or a situation where you have averted disaster. There could have been some, type of destructive event, or there was some type of destructive energy aimed at the relationship that you guys were able to avert, okay? For others of you, it's almost like you're just denying the inevitable, okay? When we see the Tower here, that means that there's still a question about the foundation of a relationship, but the ending or the drastic event or the destruction hasn't happened yet, but it's pending. So this is almost like a warning, okay? And so to clarify that, we get Temperance, which is about finding harmony in a situation, but it's also about a blending of opposites, okay? So it's about making, two things that are vastly different work together. So in order to avoid the Tower moment, you're going to have to find harmony and balance in your situation, okay? Now, like I said, for some people, you're just basically avoiding it because you've got this blessing of Temperance, okay, over your relationship as a couple. So there is something big that's looming. There is something that you guys need to address and need to work on. So as the reading goes, we'll probably uncover more what that is. All right, the other person is thinking, we've got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So I think that they're really questioning the foundation and the stability of this situation. For some of you, this person is thinking about maybe breaking up or leaving a situation. Clarify that with the Three of Wands, because they may see of something else. They may be waiting for something else to come in. Maybe they feel like this isn't it. For others of you, this person is being patient, despite the fact that things are not as solid as they would like them to be, or things are not as structured, or they don't feel as secure in the situation as they would like. Maybe this person's even having financial issues, or maybe they're worrying about financial things as a couple. They're still trying to be patient, because I think that they're waiting for things to get better, or they feel like things will get better. All right, for some of you, again, it is just, I feel like, if this person is thinking about the foundation and the security, and if there seems to be a lacking of foundation and security or stability, it may be also about what they have to offer the situation. It's not necessarily about you or the relationship. This person may feel like they don't have anything to offer the situation. They're concerned about it, but at the same time, they're trying to be positive. They're trying to be patient and hope that, things will work. They're like, they're going to hang in there. They're going to stick with it. Their confidence is not that high. Okay. We've got the Six of Wands in the reverse. So they're definitely, their confidence isn't high. They're lacking passion. They're lacking movement. Like they're feeling stagnant. They're feeling stagnant within themselves. And so it seems like there needs to be a balancing with this person. Okay, this person really needs to balance their own emotions. Clarifying that Six of Wands in reverse, we got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so this person is, they're like on the verge of giving up. So this could be a situation where you may not even recognize where this person is struggling, okay? Because their struggles are with their own identity, with themselves, okay? And so the tower is here, but the tower may be averted because your willingness to work with this situation, your willingness to be so cooperative and so decisive in the situation is basically adding to the blessing of temperance. And so I think that's what's keeping this other person standing, because they are dealing with like layers of insecurity. They're dealing with, their value, or what they feel like they're worth, or what they feel like they can bring to the table of the situation, or whether the situation is valid and has a foundation that can, sustain long term. They're also, not confident within themselves, all right, and maybe feeling like giving up because maybe they feel like they don't have the fight, or they don't have the energy for a long-term relationship, for something that's actually going to, maybe they feel like they don't have what it takes to go the distance right now. Okay. It also can indicate this person just has weak boundaries. Okay. So, maybe they allow themselves to be used because they don't know how to speak up for themselves. They don't know how to assert themselves because they don't have the confidence to do so. Okay. The Six of Wands in the reverse also indicates that they may be feeling, like a failure, okay, that they're not supported in the situation, or maybe they don't know how to support you, Leo. All right, so what this person's showing you, we've got the Hanged Man, but it's in the reverse, okay? So again, this person may be, slightly like victimish, woe is me, look at me, I can't do anything right, or everything always happens to me, or I don't know why, things are the way they are. The Hanged Man in reverse can be someone who's also very selfish, not necessarily thinking about, you or the bigger picture, but more thinking about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, clarify that we got the Six of Swords. All right. So this person, either they want to move away from the negativity that they possess within themselves. All right. Or, they want to move in a different direction. They could want to move in a different direction in the relationship. For some, you may be the catalyst of the transition that they need to make. You see what I'm saying? So, if this person is recognizing where they need to strengthen themselves. You may be the catalyst for that change. All right. And then for others of you, back to the beginning of this portion of the reading, where some of you are dealing with somebody who just wants to leave the relationship. All right. Because maybe they recognize where, again, they're not strong. They don't have the strength, or they don't have what it takes, or they feel that way about themselves. But by the grace of God, they're still here. And whether you know this is going on or not, Leo, this is what's going on with this person on this side of the reading. So yeah, there's someone who's really trying to hang in there because they're kind of pulling from your strength and they're kind of taking your lead. And then we have another person who is not confident enough to be in this situation. So they're still here, but inevitably they're going to swim away, move away, do whatever, because unless they get the confidence, and this, being a Leo, you need someone who has confidence. Okay. It's not going to work if this person can't get themselves together. You are being cooperative. You want things to work. Okay. For some of you, for a few of you, this could be a person that you met at work or a person that you met online. But if not, you're really putting the effort in the situation because you're trying to be as cooperative as possible. Whether or whether you sense what this person is going through, it's almost like you're trying to be there. You're trying to be understanding. We've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying that Three of Pentacles, though. So it may be a little overwhelming for you at times dealing with this situation, and you may struggle with whether you're going to commit to the situation. You want to work, like you're willing to, and you're cooperative, but I think, again, it's like, who's going to put effort into a situation when you know that this other person may bail on you at any moment? So I think that you're showing a little bit of conflicting behavior, because it's like, yeah, I'm here, but I'm hesitant. I'm here, but I got one eye on you. I'm here, but I'm side-eyeing you because you're acting a little bit funny. So that Tower energy in reverse, you can feel it. You're like, what's going on with you over here? What you're feeling, I think you're feeling like communication is off. I think you're feeling like this person's not being quite honest or quite open with you about everything. And you're not feeling that optimistic about it with the Sun in reverse here. Okay, so you've got the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Sun in reverse. I think that you're really, this could be a temporary thing. It could be a temporary depression. It could be something that blows over. Again, Temperance is here for you guys. The Tower moment hasn't happened yet. The energy is looming. So it's like things are salvageable. You haven't hit disaster yet, right? So this is just a warning that, there needs to probably be. We'll see what the final message is, but this, I think, is the warning, like the warning bell. Ring the alarm. Like, let's pay attention because we need to focus on the balance and harmony of the situation. There may be two of you that are too opposite. You may be a stronger personality, a stronger character. This person may be not as strong as you. And that's where the blending needs to come in, because you're both going to have to understand each other's natures, okay? What you're thinking about is the Four of Cups in the reverse. So with the Four of Cups in reverse, I think you're really trying to get a new perspective on the situation. I think that again, you're open to being there. You're open to working on things, but it's, also, you want to get out of the rut. You're trying to figure out either how to get this person out of the rut or how to get the relationship out of the rut. Because clarifying that we've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse, you recognize where that other person may be struggling to communicate with you. You recognize where the communication may not be that good between the two of you. And you also recognize where the other person may kind of shut down on you, okay? Where the other person may have like a little cold streak. And so sometimes when people have that cold streak, if they are insecure, that insecurity comes off as coldness. All right. So I think that, you recognize that. And I think that you're trying and you're willing to work through it, Leo. But then again, if this person isn't actively working on themselves, so there's two outcomes here. I feel like if you're dealing with someone who's actively working on themselves and recognize where their weaknesses are, and they're drawing from you and they're communicating with you, then of course things are going to work. You guys are going to be fine. But if this is a situation where this person's keeping all of this to themselves but playing a victim with you and secretly trying to figure out maybe if they even want to stay in the situation, then eventually, inevitably, I feel like this person, if they don't find that balance, they will move away because they're not strong enough to be in the situation with you, Leo. Okay, so let me go ahead and do the Romance Angel Oracle for this final message. Okay, what are the Romance Angels having to say for Leo, March 2019? Leo, March 2019. Leo, March 2019. Leo, March. And I feel like I should pull two cards because I feel like there's really two possible outcomes here. So I'm going to pull two cards and I'll know which one applies to whichever situation. All right. So what's the final message for my Leos in a relationship? March 2019. Okay, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And we've got honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I think that this religious factors applies to the person who is thinking of bolting at any moment. And I feel like honeymoon, of course, applies to the person who may be struggling, but eventually they're going to get their stuff together. Okay, so we're going to start with the honeymoon card. All right. And the honeymoon says this card indicates the need for a getaway to nurture romantic love. The specific application of this message depends upon the person who is inquiring. For some, this card has a literal meaning. You are going away with your new spouse following your wedding. For those already in a long-time partnership, this card speaks to reigniting the spark by taking a romantic holiday. It can also relate to the honeymoon period of a new relationship. And still for others, this card indicates that you will meet someone special while on a vacation. So for those of you who, like I said, you're with a person who's maybe struggling, but they're trying to put up a brave face for you, and they're kind of, gonna pull from your strength. You guys are in the honeymoon phase, and that's why the Tower is reversed. Okay, so you still have to focus on finding that balance and blending opposites, but you guys have positive energy behind you. You've got temperance behind you there to help. All right, so now let's move on to the religious factor. So I feel like this is the person who has one foot out the door, not sure what they want to do. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, at any point, if any of this message resonates, it could cross. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel like I read this card and it doesn't apply, but this card does. Whatever applies to you, you go with that message, okay? So religious factors. This card reveals that religion and spirituality are subtle but important factors in your love life. Perhaps you're looking for a relationship with a partner who shares your spiritual beliefs. If so, this card comes to you as guidance to seek your new partner at the church, temple, or meeting place associated with your faith. If you're currently with a partner who isn't spiritually minded or whose beliefs differ markedly from your own, you may feel dissatisfied. You may also be influenced by family traditions that expect you to marry within your own culture or religion. The romance angels are helping you address this issue when they ask you to remain true to yourself during the process. Decide which factors you will and won't accept in your relationship and what your priorities are for your partner. For instance, it's possible that your love interest may live the spiritual principles that you find important, for example, forgiveness, charity, kindness, and the like, without having the same religious affiliation you do. The angels remind you that your partner, like everyone, is a holy child of God. Everyone is spiritual in truth because everyone is spirit. Although it's not up to you to change your partner to match your spiritual path, your affirmations, prayers, and visualizations can have a positive influence on both of you and your relationship. All right, Leo, so that has been your reading for March 2019. Again, I hope that this resonated with you. Guys, let me know in the comments what's going on. What is your situation? See, what do I see here? I see possible Pisces here, possible another Leo here, possible Sagittarius. So, if you guys are dating any of those signs or married to or in a relationship with any of those signs, let me know. But I will definitely see you guys at the next reading. Thanks, Leo. Bye.